Also, guys, okay, once again. All right, so uh, sorry, this video is actually coming out late already. These are the New York session. We're in New York session. Normally, I would actually send out the weekly forecast or daily forecast. Uh, Maybe let's say London session or even Asian session. But I got very busy, so I just wanted to share the insights. So for me, on right now on our screen, we have gold, and pretty much I'm expecting to see gold sell for a bit, right? Yeah, I'm expecting to see gold sell for a bit. If we look at the weekly, or rather, let's look at the daily time frame, we can see how price uh, has just been give finding it difficult to break here. Although I'm expecting to see us buy on gold short term, but for now we trade what we see, not what we feel, right? It's not for now, we trade what we see, not what we feel, right? I've been feeling that liquidity around here would be taken, but then is the market telling me that not really? So I'm actually gonna analyze what I'm seeing. So on the daily time frame, we can see that I already marked out my daily high and daily low, and my principle still states that wherever there's the closest place where liquidity is resting, that's where the market tends to tap into first, right? So right now we can see that liquidity is resting here. The closest place to where liquidity is resting is around here, and pretty much we need to take out these guys. Even if we don't take out this guy already, we'll take out this guy. So for now, that's why I'm trying to sell gold short term. Let's look at it from the 1 hour time frame, right? We can see how price first is first. Price filled up this guy. That was why we're selling here. I saw this gap. I said, okay, we're just gonna sell. We sold. I was thinking that price would get to this place and reverse, but price didn't actually reverse. So we just took this trade, and I waited for price to react here, but I was too slow to take the trade. I didn't take it, and boom, we went up to this point. We closed the week around here. Around here, and boom, we left with the gap, which price actually just filled up already. So pretty much I'm expecting to see a retracement here because price already filled up this guy to this point. Now you guys will always hear me say when there is a gap, markets tend to fill it up before it continues moving. Rather, market will look for a way to fill it up, right? Oh, now if you look at it from this zone, we have we have a fair value gap here. If you look at it from this zone properly, right, we have a fair value gap here, which price went into. Let me just highlight it. FVG, right? We have a fair value gap here, which price did something like this. Sorry, price did something like this. Came here, went into the fair value gap, came back, went into the fair value gap, came here, tested the fair value gap. Currently we sold, or we're selling, so I'm expecting us to go back up, because at this point right now, price uh at this point price actually just broke structure here, but now I won't call it a clear break of structure yet, because it's not a major break of structure rather. So instead, on the internal, I'll rather call it a change of character. Now if we have something like this, if we see the market do something like this, after doing this, 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 this equal this, and this, at this point price has already changed character because he didn't buy. So once I see a retracement again here like this, boom, then I can now call this one here because okay, now this is the chart, right? Price gave us an equal here, right? An equal low, right? Price gave us an equal low here, left us with a major high, kept on kept on kept on swinging after leaving us with an equal low, rather not an equal high. Left us with an equal low here, took out the equal low with this guy here, which led us to a change of character from this zone. So I'll rather say price just, if price should do this rather and sell off here, this would be the break of structure, not this one you people are seeing here. Let me clear this one, right? I'll rather wait for price to give me a clear break of structure, because what we're currently seeing here is not the proper break of structure. This is just a liquidity sweep, right? After giving us the equal here, it went up. We are currently here, so I'm waiting for price. Our pending order will be here. So if our pending order is somewhere around here, I'll just wait for price to give us a proper break of structure around here instead. So if price gives us a break of structure here and our pending order is here, we'll just have to, let me see, put a pending order sell here. Currently market is somewhere around here. It's somewhere around here rather. So if we see, okay, it's already here. This is where market is here. So if market should just retrace back up into this zone and give us something like this, right? This will be a proper break of structure. So for now, I won't call this a break of structure till I see price retrace here and now go move. Then I'll call it a clear break of structure, right? So let me take out this guy. Let me see if I'll send out. Let me see if I'll send out this guy. Right. Okay. Let me take a screenshot instead. So alright, so now let's look at US oil. US oil should, if you even look at, let me even look at gold very well. If you look at gold, you see how gold is stalling. We're just ranging. We're in a ranging phase, right? We've not, at this point, price has not broken here, neither has it broken here. So we're just ranging. So most likely, let me see. Overall, price is just moving in the schematic box. This is the schematic box here, right? What's the schematic box? Wait a minute. Okay. Prices, if you look at it on the weekly, see, you can see prices just in that schematic box. It's just ranging. You guys can see it. I feel like on the daily you can see it clearly, right? So overall, price has tendencies to sweep out liquidity here and here. But now, what are we seeing is what I'm anticipating. So if once we take out liquidity from that zone, I now expect to see price even sell off and buy off here. Once it does this, then we can continue selling, right? This is the bigger picture. We might even see gold sell and take out this weekly low. If possible, like drastic selling, we might, if we take out this weekly low, the next target might be this zone here. Yes, right? But for now, we are trading what we see, not what we feel. This is what I feel will happen, but what I'm seeing currently is well short. We need to take our liquidity first here. We need to sweep our liquidity here, Currently, we've seen okay that price has done this. I'm just hoping. Okay, I'm just hoping because currently we've taken out liquidity properly here. I'm waiting for a retracement. We've taken out trendline liquidity around here, right? We've taken trendline liquidity around here. Let's see. With this guy, we've taken out trendline liquidity, so I wish we can just go up a little bit, activate this, and continue selling. Now, mind you, this might not even happen like this because we have news. NFP, this is NFP week, so we NFP should be in like a few days. So if this doesn't happen, I'm not forcing the trade. I'm just gonna wait. And there's a way price will actually move. I might not take this trade again because price might even sweep out first, then move. So I will just have to chill for now. Although I've set a pending order, which I might take off later. This is the parameter for the pending order. You can see its entry point is around 40.56.86. Then for the stop loss is 40.61.86. So that's what. Oh, come on, seeing this guy move like this is painful though. Oh, let me even see what. See the 5 minutes time frame. Price just went here and came back. It didn't activate. But let's see. Hopefully, those people selling from here, price might come up, take them out, then continue selling properly. But regardless, we're gonna chill. This trade is not so much, it's just 1:10. I wish. Let's just see how it goes. Let's back to US oil. All right, US oil. Now, US oil, you can see this big gap. US oil, you can see this big gap. Although I was expecting to see price fill up this gap first before we sell, because the overall we have another gap somewhere here, right? You guys can see we have a gap here, right? We have a gap here. We have another gap somewhere here. Let me see. Okay, we have another gap somewhere here that needs to be filled. So pretty much this guy has just been leaving us with so much gap, meaning liquidity is resting here, liquidity is resting here, liquidity is resting here. So this is NFP week. If let me look at my forex book. So for me, this is the particular forex calendar I use, my forex book. I use either forex factory or my forex book. So today is Monday. Okay, in the next 30 minutes we have ISM manufacturer PMI. We have PMI data. So if later, all right. So if we is let me just explain. If we see a a higher than for this particular one, meaning the dollar is going to be bullish, pretty much, right? If let's say if the news come out positive, if it come out positive higher than this one, the actual currently it's around 55.3. So if it comes out positive and it's higher, meaning dollar is going to buy. So you see pairs like GU sell, AUD USD sell, US oil buy, right? And US oil buy, gold sell. Now backing this up with our our gold setup, right? The setup we're having on gold is a sales forecast, is a sell projection, meaning this might come out positive for the dollar, right? And dollar is going to buy. That's for this particular PMI that's coming out in the next 32 minutes, right? That's for this one coming out in the next. If it comes out bullish, this is we are what it's currently at 53.3. If it comes out for 54 or 55% or 54.5 or 54 points whatever, hence is higher than this, man, bullish for gold and for US oil and the dollar. Let me this one unemployment rate for the euro. If this comes out positive with an unemployment, it is bad news for euro. Likewise the dollar. Let me go to NFP. NFP, 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 non-farm payroll. Okay. All right. Let's say this NFP now. So currently, so this what this is saying is the unemployment in US, right? If it is high currently, meaning if people don't have jobs currently in the US, it is bad news for the dollar because if people don't have what's the name jobs in the US, if unemployment rate in the US is high, it's bad news for the dollar. Reason for saying this is the rate of theft will increase, right? The rate of theft will increase. A lot of things actually, but mostly the theft. Security will be shaky because of the whole unemployment. When people don't have jobs, what's next? How do they survive? The survival instinct in them just comes out and they be like, okay, anything to survive is what we're going to do. So if it comes out positive that unemployment rate in the US is high, let's expect a crash for the dollar during NFP. So the previous, the actual the actual here now is around 57, right? If it comes out positive or more, if it comes out positive, dollar is gonna crash, because theft and all that things. It's not good news. In fact, this is just the way I can just explain it to you guys. It's not good news for the dollar. So a higher than expected figure should be seen as positive, maybe bullish for the US dollar, while lower for stock can be seen bearish for the US dollar. Pretty much. Let's just see how this plays out. So if this guy come, if people don't have jobs, let's just see though. Like I said, we trade what we see, not what we feel. So that's for my projection for this guy. So back to uh the chart, the dollar, US oil. So during NFP, let's just say the news comes out negative, we should see a pump and boom. Now, reason for me wanting to see this is, well, there are so many factors. If we get to this point, right, there's a tendency and high chance that Trump might call for an attack on Iran. And if he does that, now, judging the principle of supply and demand, right, and scarcity, once he attacks Iran, Iran close their borders. Take for instance, let me see if I can. Let's say this is Iranian border where oil is, Strait of Hormuz, them another, basically the Middle East. Let's say they are the ones with oil, the gates to oil and stuff. I'm just giving an instance. If US attacks Iran, this is where, let's say, this is Iranian border and everything. If US attacks Iran, Iran closes their border for oil, which is this. There will be a high demand for oil, And now, when there's scarcity and there's high demand, right? What happens to price? Price surges up. So once price should go up, meaning dollar will just keep shooting, right? Once price of once there's scarcity for a particular commodity and there's high demand for it, those people that have access or have it to sell will sell higher because there's scarcity and the demand is high. So at this point, Trump might say, okay, if we now say uh, Trump, oil gets to this point and Trump just says, guys, let's attack, boom. At this point now, it's easy to fill up this guy. It's easy to fill up this guy. We might just see price just pump. And once we now get to this point, or Trump might even say something like this now, before NFP, we're going to attack Iran. Boom, price goes up. And he says, no, I've changed my mind. We're no more attacking Iran. Guess what? Price comes down. Mind you, rumor has it that Trump has a group, or yeah, where he gives insider trading, like he participates in insider trading, and to join the group is about $100,000, right? Now I'm not in the US, so I can't, I will only allege these statements. I'm not speaking with facts yet. But then if this is true, meaning Trump is uh obviously trading this thing or manipulating the markets with his insider trading pattern to the benefit of his son. But let's not, I'm not trying to go in depth into this right now. But long story short, we have liquidity here. We have liquidity here. If price comes out for NFP positive for that unemployment rate, we should see the dollar crash. And if it comes out positive, negative, we should see the dollar buy. Judging from the PMI that we'll have in a few minutes time, if it comes out like I said, we should see gold sell, dollar buy. So if dollar should buy right now, right, fills up this guy, I think it is ideal to also see what's the name, during NFP price should crash on US oil here. But for now, let's just see how it goes. As you already know, guys, Echo is active. Feel free to send me a DM. Uh, and if you want, just any pair you want me to analyze, just put it in the chat box. And feel free to join my Telegram channel. Link is going to be in the description of this video. And also, I have an upcoming mentorship program this August. If you're interested, I'll be giving out almost 50% discount for the first 5 people to join or to register for this August mentorship program. And please, I'm not among those mentors that will come out and say I'm doing monthly subscription or mentorship. No, I take my mentorship very serious because the goal for me is to see people progress and be profitable in trading. So the mentorship program is going to last for, let's say, three months. So be rest assured, if you're paying for it in this August, say August, September, in October you should be done. Don't think you're in August, once you're done the first month you're done. No, it's gonna be like a 3 months program. So the first 5 people to register for the program gets almost a 50% price discount. So that being said, feel free to join my Telegram channel where I'll actually be posting out what's the name, signals. uh let me so this is my Telegram channel, right? That's a load. This is my Telegram channel. So this is it. This is it. Where I post out a lot of things. I post out trade. If this was the trade I took and it hits SL, you see, I'm not that guy that will tell you my trade doesn't hit SL. If it hits SL, I update it. You can see it here, SL breached on gold. This was the gold. I sent the before and after and all. So okay, yeah, I missed this trade because I was being too greedy, yeah. So and that was it. I also got this trade. This was the before and after. Just pretty much I update things here on my Telegram channel. So just feel free to join my Telegram channel. And if you have questions, if you want to register for the mentorship, the you can just contact. There's a support handle on my Telegram channel. Just message the support handle there and just start registering. As you already know, guys, Echo is active. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Let's grow this community to at least 1K before the end of this year. Stay cheesed up, guys. Cheers. Echo is active.